Good day, traders. Just a short video to again emphasize some of the basic repeating patterns. Yesterday during London, we saw the market auction down in previous night's close into Asia, proceed through the previous day's low, and again reestablishing the understanding that they go through the low, which means that the low is not yet in place. They put a low in place in Asia and they continue to auction lower in the gap time. So that 3-hour high low is broken, which tells you they're working the low. The market then proceeds to pull off of the low just after the gap time in the Europe window, and they work up in 3 pushes for a sell back down into the low. Now, the low of the day is right here. Although they go through that low, they come back inside. This is the low of the day. They are now locking in the low, and they are working back into the low. They work back into the low, they break structure, they come back into the low. Again, the importance of the timings. I'm not trading this. This is information, though. This high-low, 3-hour high-low, gives you all the information that you need heading into the next session. They come back down in a third time into the low for the explosive short squeeze vertical back through not only the high of the day but into the previous day's trading range. Fast forward to today and we'll zoom in a bit. We just had a brilliant short squeeze again, the same understanding, the low of the day. I always talk about draw your pin. Draw your pin. They put in a low. They auction through the low and pull back. They trade back into the low, back into the low, back into the low. And just in the hour prior to our 12 candle window, the last hour of the Asian session, we get our engulfment. There were some traders who took this trade, but we also now have a geometrical structure, a rectangle, a pattern within a pattern. We have our high of the 3-hour session. There's our high. They're working the low, explosive squeeze, and then the ascending, continuing second leg of the trade into the open of the 12 candle window. Through yesterday's high, we're now at the open of Europe, and we've had 3 levels of rise. So again, not a trade recommendation, just breaking this down and showing the same recurring pattern. The opportunity for our first entry was in that last hour. The second entry was a re-entry into that continuation of an existing long trade. So think of it, your stop hunt has come off the low of the day, but this is a continuation back through the previous day's high. We had a big reversal day yesterday, and now we're at the London Open. So hopefully that makes sense. This pattern will show up again and again, but study the 3-hour session highs and lows. Understand when they're locked in, understand when they come back inside of a high or a low. Have a great session, and may the markets go with you.